Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Joker Us Gaming proud to present to you some MLB, the show 24 with some Blue Jays baseball. Today, the Jays are once again at home, where they will challenge the Los Angeles Angels at the Rogers Center. Previous video, the Angels previous video, the Blue Jays I should say, ended up winning the AL East. So from here, everything else is a cakewalk. Today's pitchers. First for the Angels will be Chase Selseth with a 3-3 record and an ERA of 4.76. And for Toronto, it will be Kevin Gasman, 3-13-4 record, ERA of 4.16. Don't mind me, still trying to get my bearings. It's another open roof evening with clear skies. I'm gonna give Grace some time off. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna give Varshev some time off. So there we go. And I'm gonna give some Bo Bichette some time off. Oh, there we go. And with that, here is today's lineup. The stats for the overall pitchers and the current team rankings for both these clubs. We now take you to John and Chris, who will call most of this action between these two clubs. Boys, the floor is yours.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shammy, Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Mike Trout.
Yeah, but he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Starting on the mound in this one, Kevin Gossett. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city, and you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go now? Here's Luis Guillorme. The pitch. And that one fouled off. First pitch, 7-0-7. Yo, and there's a base hit to right field. So up next, Nolan Shotwell.
A lot of folks believe he can make an early impact this year. That's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Great wood on it. There's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Fouled off things late. 0-1 now. And that's outside.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, out.
Grounded to third, could be two. They get the tackle cover. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
In the year, center field. Trying to get there. Makes the grab. Too late.
The Jays have recovered nicely since giving up the first two hits.
Take a look at the Angels line. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Luis Rengifo.
Yeah, bro, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving on. So we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That would have got past him. It would have definitely scored a run.
Now, Mickey Moniak, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play. Shotwell on third, Trout on second. Calhoun on first, and a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here with left house singing. And on the hill, Chase Silson.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to...
Well, they picked it up right off the hop. First pitch. Definitely looked like George was ready. Nice homer by Springer, his 34th. Chris, tell us more about that home run that you saw.
Down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball. A nice round trip.
.380 feet there, boys, is how far that one went.
With Merrifield up to the plate. Fastball for a strike. Merrifield, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2010. Puts it in the air towards left center. And it rolls.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep. I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but I think it's going to be a pop out. It just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Yep, it looked like it landed in somewhat of a no man's land there for Whit Mayfield to get that single.
Comes up to the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. In the air, left field. Calhoun in position. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is an absolute powerhouse offense, Chris, and they piled up more runs than any other team in the league.
Fans absolutely love to see this kind of lineup every day. I mean, coming to the ballpark, turning it on TV, you know that it's going to be exciting. They score runs by the bunches, really put themselves in a good position to win games because of it. And you know what? It's going to be really important for pitchers facing them to hit their spots. Better command your pitches, because if you don't, it's going to be a long game. Stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Merrifield on the move. Ball outside. The throw.
Oh, right on target.
See a team try to steal a base in the early innings. It tells you they want to be aggressive on offense, trying to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
A little bit of a delay off the release on the run is what I saw.
And a foul ball.
Angels still have to be careful with this powerhouse and Brandon Belt.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
He's not the home run leader for nothing.
Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada.
It was a Springer dinger there to start the game. So at the end of one, it's the Blue Jays 1, the Angels nothing.
Top of the second. Here's the third baseman, Anthony Rendon. Pitch. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Once he establishes the pitches
Just barely got there.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
There's the strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a miss. Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels held in check. They're down 1-0.
Kevin Gosman earns another strikeout. We go to the bottom of the second, where the Blue Jays are now at bat.
Back now in Toronto, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now for the Jays, Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez hit his 200th career home run last season here in Cleveland. In fact, he hit home runs number 199 and 200 in the same game. The opponent in that one, the Boston Red Sox, just like today.
This one in the air. Rendon makes the catch, and there's one gone. Batting sixth, the designated hitter. And the batter now is Joey Votto. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1. Now one out to right. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the edge just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
No left fielder. Here's the left fielder. And singing, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. It started a little too early. Strike one. That one hammered left field. And one out to the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat back to the ball.
Yeah, it's not.
That's pretty much what the ball
Here's Kiermaier now. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one is lifted in the air. Calhoun snags it, and that'll do it. One left for Toronto, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Luis Guillorme. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Big snap center field. So on report to start the inning. Now the first baseman, Nolan Shotwell. 1-for-1 with a single so far. 1-1 takes the low for ball 1.
There's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. Hard to work coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Beats the second out there.
That's two. Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all the finer details of how these guys execute. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good beat to second was the key to pulling it off.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Here's a swing.
Oh, and Sloat has tied it. You knew that beast.
His 38th of the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed it.
Just motored it.
About that one move, we knew it wasn't coming back. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that
one foul ball. Here comes the pitch. Bounce to third. Slings it across. That's the third out. Angels do get one, however, on the Mike Trout home run. All even at one apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the show. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Silson back to work. Swing and a bouncer towards first, but foul. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Pitch. And that's off the inside edge. Now on it.
1-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Gotta stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Ground ball right side and foul. On the ground, right side, Diorme. Throws to first. One up, one down. And the batter is George Springer. He's already homered here in this one. Little chopper rolls foul. Right-hander kick steals. Swinging a foul straight back.
Looks like they're trying to keep away from George's bat.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. Tied up here in the early going. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Throw to first. Out. On the drop, third strike. 2 gone.
That's that classic wipeout slider.
Yes.
They're just nasty. Looks like a fastball fly high that you gotta protect your zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you. Kind of makes you look silly.
Well, it definitely made George look silly there, chasing that one outside the zone.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And they'll do it again.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
With the chase that time. 2 outs, base is empty. And here goes. That's a base hit. Keeps the inning alive, and now Francisco Lindor to the plate.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out hard, lifted into the outfield. Base hit. Those always feel great.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Fly to left is first.
There's good old Ace trying to get the crowd back into it. By the way, that was Whit Merrifield's second single, as Chris said, but in no man's land.
Outside corner, that's strike one.
The two hitters showing so much versatility and understanding the situation. situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Silson picks over. Merrifield dives back in. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Righty delivers. Runner on the go. Got it. That ends the frame. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains tied 1-1.
Deer in the headlight moment there.
Back now in Toronto. Now the left fielder, Willie Calhoun. Goes back to Way. And that's a strike. Calhoun measures 5 feet 8 inches, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2015. That's a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, Calhoun comes through there.
The next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss.
Swung early there. Oh, stargazing there.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Balls it in for the out. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Well, Austin Wells was there to get on top of it.
Over 1 so far. That one's in there. That's strike 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses the first, and that's the 3rd out. Angels strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
We go to the bottom of the 4th. See if the Jays can open up the scoring.
And we're back. John Choppy and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brandon Bell.
Hey, don't forget me, boys. The one Drew Joker also added a comment here or there. Speaking of a comet, this man could destroy one with one swing of the bat.
Front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Next pitch is outside. Kicks and fires.
And he... Oh! 3.5 feet out.
This one misses, and it's to a 2. Miss.
Oh, I wonder if they're going to walk him here.
And a pitch. Popped up to the left, into foul ground.
Late swing there.
The mask settles under it, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath the ring and pop it up.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
For me, Ramirez has been the heart and soul of Cleveland baseball for a few years now. His career is over. He's going to be considered one of the best players to ever play for this franchise.
Foul ball. Oh, 1 down. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
If that was straight, it was gone. He's getting a couple good cracks at it. If he can just straighten it out.
Stays alive. Pitch. That misses. And the count 1-2. Swinging a little roller right side. And he grabs it in foul ground. Now the count is even.
Still just the second batter of the inning. And on the mound, he's only thrown 13 pitches. He's got to work hard out there.
And it's 3-2.
Second full count of the inning.
Back to next.
Jay's looking to have a different result here, though.
And the righty deals.
And again, that is foul.
Remains 3-2.
Having quite a battle here.
That's now off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Also really a good batter. I like that.
12 pitches. Ooh, my. Oh! You can see the disappointment in the pitcher there. That should have been a strike, but the umpire calls ball 4.
Free agent side.
Gets a favorable call, Jose Ramirez does.
Pitch out, but nothing going on.
They might have thought the hit and run was on, but obviously it wasn't.
Kickoff first. Ramirez dives back in safely.
0-1 count. 1-0 count, I should say.
On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. And that's 2.
And with that little swing early, that knocks it into a double play.
Tied 1-1.
As once again we look at the double play the Angels perform to get out of the inning.
Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 5th. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. And he deals. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already. Even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Well, that one didn't. That was a pop-up and an easy grab for the spring. The leadoff man has gone base both times. So the Jays know they gotta be careful here.
Popped in the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
And once again, he's on base. That's 3 for 3.
The next ticket for the Angels. There's a strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a kickoff first.
Leads off first with 1 away. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Here comes a dangerous bat for the Angels.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. He's already homered in this game. Foul off. He was late. Pitch. That one inside. And the count is 1-1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series.
If that was straight, Trout had his second. A great pitch there by Kevin Gosman.
Bottom of the inning. Now for the Jays, number 36. Here's a line drive to left field.
Oh, Davis Snyder chooses not to go for 2. Will that come back to bite him?
Seriously, starting with this already. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 4. That's in there for strike 1.
Good corner pitch there by the pitcher.
Runner at first with no outs here.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Good.
On the ground, 2 ball. Shot. Lost the second. Into first double play.
Oh, it's in time.
I mean, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, leading it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Batter now.
Wish he could challenge that one.
First time. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Monier going back, and he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1.
Snyder not going for a double, ended up costing Jays an out.
Top 6. Now at the plate, Luis Rengifo. Pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. Here comes the 0-1. That one the other way. Lindor. Oh, the throw is over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Go ahead, run on base. Willie Calhoun stands in here. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now, can the Angels benefit from that missed throw?
Pitch. And a swing and a line drive and a right field. Makes the grab. Runner takes it second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
90 feet away for the Angels to take the lead in this game.
And now the right fielder, Mickey Monier. Goes over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a good eye there. In the air, right side. Springer on the move. That one
Oh,
against the fence.
oh no!
Scores from third.
That just happened.
Relay. Save.
Springer misjudges it. Oh my goodness. The Angels will definitely be blessed there. Guys, there is a guy warming up in the pen. Well, there should be. No, it doesn't. Well, that extra run the Angels got, come back to haunt the Jays. But just too high for an easy grab.
He was all over that first fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Out to center. Tracks it down for the out.
Lady Luck runs out for Whit Merrifield, who hit 2 previous hits in no man's land.
Both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And Lindor makes the game close.
That's his third straight game for the homer singing.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
But that extra run for the Angels still might help them. A man that can be the game changer here, Mr. Home Run King leader himself.
Swinging a high fly ball in the air, left field. Calhoun ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Mr. Homer by a matter of feet.
It's now a 3-2 ball game. Top of inning number 7, and now Luis Guillorme, and the pitch. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged. Good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Left-hand hitter waits. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Line to left.
on target!
So far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making getting the zones that this is and making that defense work behind it. Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well. For some reason, he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Here's Trout, 1 for 3. Intentional walk coming here. They put him on board, and with 2 outs, they'll go after the next batter.
Looks like that's what Pete Walker and them were deciding.
It's just the best option right now. Fire at the plate, so why not take the bat out of his hands and try to get the next guy?
Foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Foul ball.
Choosing to keep Kevin in. Is that going to benefit the Jays? Or give the Angels an extra advantage? And once again,
Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to put on and do it again.
Calls it in, 1 away.
That was right. Crazy as a hitter, he let it. I mean, he couldn't hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
They hand the ball over to a new arm. Sam hit jumper.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
So they're making the move for a bat off the bench. Bryce Harper.
And this is a big bat. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Line drive. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. You get ready right back there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
He swings and drives one up to deep left field.
oh baby, it's a brand new game.
3-3. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have bitter reservations because he wasn't wasting any time on the plate in that at-bat.
An unlikely source hit a magical home run. David Snyder getting congratulations from the fans and his teammates.
His arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. Won't typically pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets hits the home run.
And now here is Kevin Kiermaier. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Here the bottom of the 7th. He swings through that one. Movement in the bullpen. Luis Garcia getting ready to go. Walks, getting loose as well. In there.
That could be trouble.
Touches down, that's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
And one of the fastest men of the Jays roster is on base. A base hit would probably guarantee a run.
2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. Move to second.
Ho, 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 ho. That almost went it to the outfield. And sure enough, a run will come in and score.
Have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
So the batting order turns over. Here's George Springer. Swings and fouls one off.
Springer hit a dinger in the first pitch of this game. Could he add some insurance to the Blue Jays before we go to the 8th?
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
Ooh, swings at an ugly pitch outside the zone. Ugly swing, ugly swing.
Well, not gonna die. And here it comes. Foul ball, it stays nothing in 2.
0-2 count now.
The right-hander deals. Now a screamer into the outfield.
Can that drop? It does. Wells takes a chance. So does Springer.
Throws off line, safe at third.
And the gamble pays off.
So 2 on, 2 away. With Merrifield. Next up for the Blue Jays.
Whit Merrifield has had 2 no-man hits.
And that one fouled off.
And he almost was able to get a couple runs there.
Runner at third. Springer on at second and 2 down.
Angels trying to keep this a 1-run game.
That's towards center.
And they will
Trout makes the grab on the
do that.
A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Angels 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Mesa.
Mesa, of course, has the ERA of 3.31.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in this situation.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the left fielder, Willie Calhoun. And a pitch. Through there for a strike.
I believe there is 2 left left-handed batters.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights it off, you'll see another. Lifted in the air right center field. Puts it away from the out.
That's such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Mooney swings through it for strike one. Hit hard on the ground is short. Toss the belt, down 2 out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlighted plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Angels making a move for pinch hitter. Brandon Bridget.
And he would be the tying run move, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. And next for LA, Matt Knights. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
So you're going to foul over the screen and back out of play. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lindor first. That is the inning.
And the walk
Angels lead
gamble pays off
at 4-3.
as the Angels ground out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th where the Jays will look to add some insurance.
Now into the game, Brandon Drury. He's the new third baseman. Here's Francisco Lindor. And up as he asks for time at the plate. Looks like it will be a pinch hitter. Bo Bichette. First offering is fouled off. Garcia, a guy that features an absolute power slider, throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. Out towards right center field. Moniak makes the grab, 1 down.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it, then he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
Brandon Belt's been quiet,
Right side, hard
and he will remain
hit.
that
Henderson
way.
himself for the out.
Brandon Belt does not get on base once today. That is a big plus for the Angels.
And it's fouled away.
Jose Ramirez has hit at least 3 to 4 deep balls, but they've all been foul.
Ripped to short, jumps, throws, in there safely.
The effort was there with the jump ball. Got off, but it just wasn't enough. Still a really impressive play. Just to get to that ball, make it close at first. Not every shortstop can even make that ball.
Bryce Harper to the plate. He's over the ball. Garcia throws it over. Ramirez back in on the dive.
Bryce Harper came in as a pitch hitter.
Outside low. Ball.
This is his second play attempt. play appearance, I should say. They know they got kind of not get in his wheelhouse. And
it remains a 4-3 game.
And now here comes one of the two closers the Jays have.
So we're moving the game defensively. taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got.
Well, one-run game. Zach Neto digs in now. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Now he edges the outside corner. That was a 0-2. Pitch. Strike three. Swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
We saw solid effort out of your starter. Bullpens following suit. Just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach. Hand the ball off multiple arms. Get stability from all of their performances.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Luis Guillorme. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. At the belt fires. Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Out to short. Rolls across the diamond. And they quickly too late.
That play will be
just in time.
later on, but it's still not executed to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks right now.
So they're down to their final out. Next for the Angels, Nolan Shotwell. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Trying to close out a one-run lead. Near the top of the ninth.
The man on deck is, of course, Mike Trout.
The Angels down to their final strike.
Oh, and there's even a headlight moment there as he is caught looking at the star.
Set up a team, but it all starts with the first game. You can set the tone, position yourselves, set up a bullpen, got everybody fresh and ready to go. When you're in the driver's seat, we'll see if they can continue that momentum in tomorrow's game.
And the final score here, 4-3. They hang on to win it by a run. Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And as we see some of the highlights from today's game, like a couple of home runs, the man that changed the game there is Davis Snyder, who tied things up. And then Austin Wells would come through and get the lead run in, and the Jays never looked back. Today's notable players, first from the Los Angeles Angels, we had Anthony Rendon, probably saying his name right. He's 1 for 3. Louis Gilmore, I apologize. 4 for 5. Oh God, this one's gonna be good. Mickey Mork, 1 for 4, a triple there. Well, at least I gonna get this one right. And Mike Trout, who got a home run. Notables for the Blue Jays. Kevin Kiermaier goes 1 and 3. Francisco Lindor goes 1 and 3 with a home run, an RBI. George Springer was 2 for 4. Hit the opening home run on the very first pitch. And then David Snyder, who ends up being our player of the game as he turns out to be the hero, going 3 for 3 with that home run and a double. He could have had 2, but he ended up not going for a double his second at bat. But regardless, David Snyder is today's player of the game. Kevin Gausman will get his 14th win, pitching 7 strong innings and only allowing 2 runs, while Sam Hagerins came in, faced 1 batter, and then gave up 2 runs right after. So he gets the loss. For John, Chris, and myself, we thank you for watching Blue Jays Baseball on the show 24. Until next time, this is the 1-2 Joker saying adieu, and we are officially signing out. See you next time on the show.